What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are back for Raising Kanan, Season 5, Episode 1, By Blood. This is the final season of Raising Kanan, and still, even without me watching Power Book 2, Raising Kanan is still my favorite franchise. Kanan was a character that I love to hate. I thought he was such a well-written character, and I was so interested in learning his story. And here we are, season 5, 5 years later, and we are wrapping it up. They are going to transition over into a new series later this fall or early next winter, one of the two. They haven't given a specific date on it. But if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video that you're watching so that way I can know that you're coming back again next week and for more. Leave your comments in the comment section about anything that I'm saying about the show. We are watching it on Stars. Once it's on Stars, if you have the Stars app, you can see it as early as midnight Friday morning. So yeah, I'm gonna try to always have these ready for you by 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday night. That gives the East Coast, the Midwest, an opportunity to watch it. The West Coast, y'all will be watching it while this is playing. Y'all can come to it later. Okay. All right. So we start off this season with a montage of the last 4 years. We're going over everyone that we've lost, and it all seems to be shifting the blame of all of their demise back to Rock. Now, I have said over the years that Rock is at fault for a lot of things that has happened to a lot of people. I felt that she lacks accountability. So I can see where they're going with that. However, a lot of the people that's involved in that montage, they have responsibility as well to do the right thing instead of following what the fuck Rock tell them to do. Okay, I can cuss now. I'm after 2 minutes. All right, but yeah, all the hate is leading back to Rock. Therefore, all the get back that's going to be had is going to be leading to Rock this season. So we starting off where they ended season 4. She's in the kitchen. Kanan is there with a gun to his own doggone mama. If y'all knew her, y'all didn't know who Rock was. Rock is Kanan's mama, right? Okay. He got the gun on his mama. He just found out that his girlfriend got killed, and he think his mama is to blame. His mama say, I didn't kill your little girlfriend. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Well, his best friend just got killed too. And he was told that Rock, his mama, is the one that set that up. Rock didn't deny whether or not she killed Fame, but she said, I wouldn't do that to you. I love you too much to do that to you. Well, Raquel Thomas, you killed his other best friend, D Wiz, already. You knocked him off in season 1, okay? So don't act like Fame was too much of a friend or you got too much love for Kanan that you won't kill one of his friends. You will do something like that, and he knows this. He knows it, right? Okay, so yeah, Kanan is like, I ain't trying to hear you because you killed a lot of people in my life, including my damn daddy, which she did. She really did kill his daddy, right? Okay, so Kanan, he take his stance, cock his head. He aim the gun and focus on shooting his mama. Want to take the shot. Rock exhale. She accepted her fate. That's all she could do. Then Kanan hesitated briefly. We're trying to figure out what's going on with him, right? When he hesitated, it brought a tear to his mama's eye. Oh my God. I'm going to come back to that. Brought a tear to his mama's eyes. Brought a tear to her. She wouldn't let it fall though, but at least he welled up in that motherfucker. You know, that's what I'm saying. She didn't let it fall. Then Kanan took aim again, focused deep, and he was about to pull the trigger. Reuben, one of the crew, and Uncle Lou walked in. They entered the house. And first of all, I was thinking, when has Rock's house ever been able to be just walked up into? Everybody had to knock or had to be let in. Especially when people been trying to kill Rock. She ain't just leave her front door open, but they walked on up in that joint. I'm going to let them have it right now. Okay. When Reuben saw what was about to happen, that Kanan had the gun on Rock, he pulled his gun. When Lou saw Reuben pull the doggone gun, Lou is Kanan's uncle, He saw Reuben pull the doggone gun, and he went to go move Reuben's arm. When he did that, when he hit Reuben's arm, a shot rang out. The shot rang out, scared the shit out of Kanan. Kanan turned real fast and plow, plow, let two off. They didn't hit Reuben big ass though. They didn't hit him. Who they hit? Uncle fucking Lou. He looked as those bullets entered his body. He just stared at his nephew like, damn, dog, me? Slid down the wall. And as he got to the ground, he kind of tumbled over. And it looked like he fell flat to the ground. But then we saw him around the wall. And he was still sitting up, breathing hard, gasping for life. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. Okay, now, Kanan froze. Reuben froze. Rock froze. Nobody moved for a minute. And that minute seemed like forever to everybody standing in that room. Okay, so I was like, what the fuck? Soon as I said those words, what the fuck? So did Rock. What the fuck did you do? What did you just do, Kanan? Okay, she runs to Lou. Somehow, like I said, he leaning up on the wall on the other side. I don't know what Rock was trying to do to him or for him when she ran to him, but it's like she was fiddling with something around his waistline and stuff like that, right? And Reuben is like, let me call an ambulance. Rock said, no. What we gonna tell them? You tell them that your brother just got shot. What you mean, what you gonna tell them? It ain't like y'all ain't had a bunch of people up in that damn house shooting up your crib before. You got shot in your own house. So it wouldn't be alarming to the fucking police. We done been here before. We already know. They shoot at this damn house. Tell them that your brother got shot. But she said no. So Reuben didn't budge and he didn't call for help, right? And Lou is down there struggling, sipping on air and shit like that. And Rock is telling him, just breathe, brother, breathe. I'm like, girl, breathe for what? Why are you telling him to breathe when ain't no help coming? Okay, why? In my head, if I was Lou, I'd be thinking, goddamn, you ain't gonna do nothing to try to save me? Nothing. Hell, he might have even think Rock set that shit up. You know what I'm saying? He comes into the house. He got sent over there by Juke, and he come into the house, and now all of a sudden, Rock and Kanan in there together, and Kanan turned and shoot Lou. Because Lou did not see him with the gun on Rock. Reuben did. He saw Reuben with the gun on Kanan and decided to protect his nephew. And it was like when the gunshot rang off, Kanan immediately turned. You know, he could have finished his mom off right then and there. That's what I thought was going to happen. He was going to be bah. Okay, but not like everybody suspected. Rock is not dead in episode 1. Okay, I know Rock's over on 4H Rock's channel probably lost her shit. Lou was so cute to her. I think he was her favorite. She probably lost her shit when this happened. Woo! Yeah, rest in peace, Lou Thomas. Rest in peace. I need somebody to bring me an obituary. I'm going to keep it right next to Fame and Glenn's from The Walking Dead. Yeah, bring me an obituary so I can go and keep it up around here. Like I said, Kanan, he stood there emotionless. You would think he was in shock. But if he was in shock, he was in shock the entire fucking episode. Because he never garnered any real emotion at all during this particular episode. He just stood there just looking, okay? And his mama, Rock, she started sobbing. She had all the sounds and the tremors and the facial expression, but not a fucking tear fell out of her face. Now, when Kanan stood there with the gun to her, a tear welled up in her eye. Like I said, that bitch didn't fall, but a tear did well up. She didn't have not a tear in her eye for Lou. Not none. Okay, she was sobbing and crying and boo-hooing, but no tears fell. And I'm like, Patina Miller, girl, I know you're a better actress than that. Okay, I know you could have mustered up at least one Denzel glory tear. I know you could have did that, okay? But nothing? Nothing for your brother? Nothing for your baby brother? She tells Kanan to get the hell out of there. Go, and go now. And Kanan started to walk off. He looked back. I wasn't sure if he was looking back because, like, I ain't did what I'm supposed to do yet. I was supposed to be killing you. But he left. He went on about his merry little way. Okay. And then she tell Ruben, we need to clean this shit up. Excuse me? We need to clean it up. Okay. Next thing we know, we see Rock and Ruben down at the motherfucking trash dump, landfill and shit. And they just take Lou and throw his damn body on the ground like he a piece of fucking trash, child. Just dumped him in the fucking yard. And I'm thinking, really, Rock? Any cop with worth a grain of salt will realize that he was not killed right there. Any cop with some sense would know that there was no blood splatter anywhere. Okay, I thought she was gonna at least put the one to the dome because she always two to the chest, one to the dome, just so that she can have some blood spill or something like that, But nah, she didn't do none of that. She just left him there, left him dead in the dump, in the landfill, the stank and shit, the trash with the roaches and the rats and stuff in New York City. Who left him in the ground with just the rest of? Oh no! You could have left him in the car. She drove his car there. Parked his car next to his body. You could have left him in the fucking car. What the hell? Why'd you bring the car there? Child, well, jukebox. She had been calling over to Rock's house, remember, at the end of the episode, season, the finale of last season. She was calling Rock's house, trying to warn her about what the hell was on Kanan's mind, right? But Rock wasn't answering the phone. I mean, Kanan is there with her. And he just saw Lou. You hear the phone ringing in the background. I'm thinking, how the fuck did Kanan make it there so goddamn fast? Because she started calling him almost immediately, right? But then we see Juke make it over to Rock's house. Rock and them gone dumping Lou's body. And she make it over the house. How the fuck she getting there that fast? Mind you, Rock don't live in the city limits. She live out in the burbs, remember? About that big ass house far out. Okay, and Jukebox ain't got no car like Kanan do. Jukebox on the subway and on her feet, walking them Pumas. That's all she doing. Or polos. She with polos. Maybe she's riding the horse on a polo horse. Something like that. Anyway, I was so surprised that there was not one single person in that neighborhood that heard the gunshots go off. Kanan did not have a silencer on that gun. I guess everybody was at the Knicks game. Y'all know this game 5 is tonight, child. They at the Knicks game, child. Game 5. Is it game 5 tonight? Yeah, game 5 tonight. The Knicks are up 3-1. Okay. So Rock, tell Ruben, you better take this to the grave with you. Take this to the grave with you. Don't talk about nothing that not nab it. And I'm saying to Ruben, how long you been working for Rock? She about to take you to the grave. That's what she about to do. Rock don't leave no loose ends when it comes to protecting Kanan. She covering his ass. She never lose loose ends when it comes to cover him. That's how she end up killing Kanan's friend. So anyway, Ruben, you should know this. You want her right-hand man ever since Scrap got killed. Okay. She conned his stupid ass back over to the car to my like, let me go ahead and compensate you for the night. He's like, no, dog, I'm good. She's like, no, come on. This has been a bit much. Come on. Now, I heard the gun cock. I don't know why Ruben couldn't hear it. He right there in the scene with him. He make his murdering way back over to the car. And like I said, 2 to the chest, 1 to the dome. Boom. Big dog down. Her signature move. And at least somebody heard these shots. Well, a dog did because you start hearing the dog barking in the background when the gunshot went off. Okay, so she get back home. It's a gnat flying in my damn room. Where the fuck does gnat come from? She get back home. Notices a spot of blood on the wall. This is something Rock would never do. She's very thorough. Leaves no trace of evidence behind. But in this particular moment, there was a spot on the wall, a very noticeable spot too. She grabs a sponge and she wipes at it and it goes away quickly. Maybe the spot wasn't even there. It might not even been there because she wipes it away very quickly. But she can't unsee it. So she get to scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. And like I say, it erases away easily, but she cannot erase what just happened here. No matter how hard she tried to cover that shit up, nothing. She breaks down again. And still, not a single solitary tear fall. I was thinking, girl, take some of them soap suds off the wall and throw it on your face, make it look like you crying at least. Give me something. Okay, so Jukebox at her crib and Marvin come in and they eating. He always eating a bowl of cereal, some Fruit Loops, some shit like that, some Cocoa Puffs, some sunflower seeds. Marvin is always eating. So Juke let Marvin know a little bit about what happened with Kanan and how he was feeling about Rock, right? And he was going over the rocks to go pop off of her. And she said she was trying to call him, but she didn't get him. So she ended up talking to Lou, and Lou said he was going to go over there, and handle it, right? But since that situation happened, she ain't been able to reach Lou, and she ain't been able to reach Kanan. And Marvin is like, I ain't heard about none of this shit. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Okay? But just then, the police showed up. Okay? He about to learn today. Him and Juke, for that matter. And I was like, what is Rock gonna do? Is she gonna lie to Marvin? Okay? And if she do lie to Marvin, when she lie to Marvin, is he gonna be smart enough to put two and two together? Y'all know Marvin ain't been so much on the up and up, but when it comes to the street shit, the killing, Marvin usually got his shit together. Okay. So anyway, they bring him down there to the police station to identify the body. Marvin can't even speak, child. He's so fucking choked up. He confirmed with a head nod, yes, that is my brother. Walked outside, got in the car. And when he got in that car, and Juke said, well, was that him? I lost my shit. Okay. Juke said, was that him? And Marvin just broke the fuck down on that steering wheel, baby. He brought the tears. Okay. Then Juke, she brought the tears when she realized her fucking uncle was gone. Juke's whole disposition changed. Mouth open, eyes bugged, lips trembling, baby. And the tears were just falling, right? She grabbed her daddy and just sobbed together. They cried together. They cried together, right? And Marvin, he was sobbing. He was crying. His chest was heavy with pain. His face was just wet. He was so fucking angry, baby. They acted their asses off in this scene. I was sitting right there in the backseat. That's why I felt like I was. I was right there in the backseat of that car, rocking. Tears falling down my face, boy. Snot flying. I was a mess, child. Now, we go over to the precinct where Captain Baptiste, he packing up. They done transferred. Ooh, lock the mic. Hold on. And we back. All right, they done transferred Captain Baptiste out of there. Either that or they forced him into early retirement, one of the two, right? So he stops at Garcia's desk, say a long goodbye to him, telling him to stay on top of who shot Epps, Kanan's daddy, Malcolm, okay? And it suggested, you set yourself up to be commissioner one day. I was pretty disappointed with his send-off because there was none. Y'all know how the police are. They some good old boys. He didn't get no send-off. He didn't get no, he's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. They didn't get nothing. No cake, not even a goodbye from anybody. If he hadn't stopped at Garcia's desk, Garcia wouldn't have said goodbye to him. This was y'all fucking captain. They didn't respect you at all, Baptiste. They didn't respect you at all. Now, Rilla, I told y'all I didn't like him. I didn't like Rilla. I didn't like the guy. I forgot his real name now. I don't forgot his real name because I remember he used to date Megan Thee Stallion back in the day. Purdy. What is that boy name? He got a weird ass name to begin with a P. Anyway, his name Rilla on the damn show. I could not stand him. He couldn't act to me. Okay, well, they had him snatch up Pernessa. No. And last season, he kept asking Lou to do bigger and better things. I need more work from you, this, that, and other. So they had him snatch Pernessa. And he's supposed to be sitting there waiting on Lou to show up to figure out what the fuck to do with her. Now, he ended up threatening her, saying, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to kill you and his kid with his weak ass. That's a weak ass character, man. Okay? And when I tell you he's about to fuck around and find out, that's what's about to happen. Because Unique and New Jersey Smalls, the dude, he looked like a miniature Biggie Smalls. New Jersey Smalls, he about to drop in on his location. They done swung by Rilla baby mama house. And she done pinned his location for them. Shit. Okay, these women on this show not so bright. Everybody, Rock is the only one to think like on the streets. The rest of these hoes, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. Okay, we back over there with Rilla. We get a knock on the back door. And Rilla's like, finally, because he think it's Lou showing up, right? This nigga Lou, okay? So he started to head to the back. He's like, hey, Lou, is that you? Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. But then in bust Unique and New Jersey Smalls, okay? Tap, 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 tap. Okay? Took his ass clean on out. Took him clean on out. Vanessa her was a mess child all over her all over her head, just all over the place. And when the fuck did Unique's son become a preteen? He was 5 years old 2 days ago. Speaking of baby, do y'all think that whole baby situation with Rock and Unique gonna come back up after this season, this final season? Y'all think that's gonna resurface? Why am I dropping everything? What the fuck is going on? Another motherfucking thing fall. Hold on, let me get some water. Another motherfucking thing fall. My water better not fall. I know that much. Okay, anyway. Marvin, he comes over to Rock's house like he finna give her the news about what happened to Luke. Hell, she was there when it happened. Okay? Marvin like it gotta be Unique. They just dumped my brother's body out like he was yesterday's trash. That's what the fuck I was saying, Marvin. Okay? But Rock, she like, yeah, Unique gotta be out his motherfucking mind coming at us and Stefano. I was like, what? Okay. Well, Lou, Marvin said he was on his way to see you. Okay. She's like, he didn't make it though. He didn't make it. You sure? Okay. Maybe Ruben knows something. Maybe because he was outside looking around. I ain't talked to him since last night. And this your right-hand man. You got business to tend to. You ain't talked to your right-hand man since last night? Marvin say, you sure taking this pretty well. I thought he picked up on it. At first, I was like, please tell me that you see through the bullshit. But if he did, he was hiding pretty well. Y'all know Marvin don't catch on too quick. But he like, you ain't shed one fucking tear. Nothing. And she like, we handle things differently. Everybody different. Don't be talking about how I choose to hurt. Okay. Bet. Fine. Where the fuck Unique people at? Rock is like, now you know I can't give you that information. They are the only leverage that we have. Marvin like, fuck leverage. They just killed my goddamn brother. Where they at? His tears done welled up again. He like, you think I'm fucking playing? Where the fuck they at, Rock? Okay, you think I'm playing? I'm willing to lay some bitches down, okay? Okay, fine, they at the mall. And I wonder if this is all part of her plan. Because you know Rock always got a motherfucking plan. We go through the whole goddamn season and realize that everything that happened was all part of Rock's motherfucking plan. So I wonder if Marvin being told first was the plan. She always scheming up on some shit. Because like, why the fuck did the police go to Marvin of all people? We knew how Marvin was going to react when he heard the news. Why didn't the police go to Rock and tell her brother was dead? Anybody who knows Raquel Thomas know that Lou Thomas is her goddamn brother. Okay? She was listed as his next of kin when he was in the rehab place. All the precincts know that's her brother. All the streets know that's her brother. But she didn't get told. Police never came to her at all. They just went and told Marvin. Anyway, she like, if you do this, ain't no coming back from this, Marvin. He like, what the fuck you mean? My brother is dead. It already ain't no turning back. That's already started, right? So I can't understand, just looking at the dynamic of this first episode, how did Kanan and Juke get so close? I guess the secret never really came out. Because I'm like, how? How did they get so close? How did she go to looking out for his back? You know, I didn't understand. But anywho, I do now see why Kanan would kill his own son, and why he would kill his own cousin as an adult. Well, Kanan is as heartless as his own mama, okay? She done raised Kanan, okay? And Rock didn't even have to tell him what the cover story was. When Juke went over to Kanan's to tell Kanan what had happened, he calmly said, I ain't never seen Lou. I didn't see Lou. He too shed no tears. Your favorite fucking uncle dead, and there was no reaction. You cried for fame. You cried for your daddy. You cried for your girlfriend. But when your favorite uncle gets killed, nothing. You don't have nothing for him. And I'm thinking, Juke, don't you find that strange? Well, Marvin make it over to where Rilla was at the mall, supposedly hiding out with Pranessa, only to find out Pranessa gone. She gone like the wind. And Rilla, he 3 sheets to the wind, child. Dead as a door, and they land on their floor. In walks Breeze. Well, he didn't walk in. He's sitting out having dinner with his aunt and uncle. Let me tell you, Shameik Moore, the guy who's playing Breeze, I loathe this young man as an actor. And in this particular scene, I even hate the way this motherfucker's eating pasta. I hated him in Dope. I didn't like him in Cutthroat City. I couldn't stand him as Raekwon in the Wu-Tang Saga. I didn't like him as Shaolin in the Get Down. And I don't like him as Breeze. Okay? I am so glad the ghost offed his ass already. Okay? I am. And they ain't even got to their part of their life yet. I don't. Breeze was a much anticipated character, and the fact that they cast Shameik Moore as Breeze has really fucking turned me off him. I don't like Shameik Moore. I don't. You may ask why you seen so many movies with him in it. Because there's other motherfucking people in those movies. And I wanted to see them. Thank you very much. Okay. Anyway, if you didn't know already, Shameik Moore, Mekhi Curtis, the one who plays Kanan, they are going to be in Power Origins, in the upcoming sequel, Power Origins. I'm assuming that's still the same name. The fans started calling the show Power Origins, and it appears that 50 Cent is sticking with that, right? So the series is supposed to start either this fall, like I said, at the end of this year, or at the beginning of next year, 2027. Speaking of that show, I do think that they cast Tommy and Ghost characters wrong as well. They got a Brandon lookalike. Brandon is the one he started in the original Power, and then he transitioned over to Power Book 2 with Tariq. What is his name? Giancarlo? No, Giancarlo is not his last name. Is it Giancarlo? I know it's Gianni. Okay. He looks similar to him. So the guy who's playing Tommy is a British actor named Charlie Mann. He's actually, too cute to be Tommy to me. He's pretty much a fresh face in the acting world. He's only been acting for like 2 years. He got some small roles over in the UK. And then for Ghost, they cast Spence Moore. Now, I like some of the roles that I've seen Spence Moore in, except for that movie he did with Wesley Snipes where he was a stripper and Tiffany Haddish was his whole ass mama. I hated that fucking movie. Hated him in that movie too. But when he was in All American, I enjoyed him in that. When he was in Creed, I enjoyed him in that as well. He got a lot more film cred, movie cred than Charlie Mann does. But for me, he does not embody what my vision of a young Ghost would be. Anyway, back to Breeze. The only thing that I like about Breeze is that fat ass herringbone he had on. Woo wee, baby. That used to cost you a pretty penny. Get a thick ass hair. That mug sexy as fuck. I used to love me a good ass herringbone. You didn't even need to have all those flashy medallions and shit on your herringbone anyway. Plus you get fucking up sometimes if you put all that shit on it. Just as long as you had that thick ass shit on, baby. Okay. Had one of them bad boys right there. You was the man. Okay, you was the man. Hey, But for trivia, the emoji vault is open. For those of y'all who are new around here, we handle a little trivia every episode. I give y'all a free gift from the emoji vault for y'all to do it as y'all choose. This particular time, because we're starting out with power, I'm going to give y'all a little stack of cash. So whoever can answer this question, I will give y'all some emoji cash from the emoji vault for y'all to spend as y'all choose. The question is, what animated character does Shamik Moore play the voice for? So, you got the animated characters and somebody speaking their voice. What character is Shamik Moore famous for playing that role? And I think I could tolerate him because I'm not physically seeing him act. But yeah, you answer that question, you're gonna start off strong with a stack of cash, stack of emoji cash, fresh green. And you may get a chance later on in the season to get a bag of cash. Because once you put in a little bit more time as a viewer, put in a little more work on these YouTube streets around here, yeah, you might roll up out of here with some ducats. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing in these streets free. Put some time in the comment section and stuff like that. Anyway, one thing I picked up on when when Breeze was having the conversation with his aunt, uncle, pops, and snaps was he be making more money on the side, child. He got some type of side hustle going on. And they told him, don't be bringing none of that bullshit up here. Your money is our money. So we need to keep that shit in check. Don't be doing that around here. Speaking of check, Garcia rolled up on Juke, trying to keep her in check, right? Remember, he told her that she owed him for finding out the information on Kanan's girlfriend, the one that got killed. Now, he want to cash in on that favor, but Juke ain't trying to hear it. He's like, I need to know what Burke knew about Epps, about his death, what he was doing. Juke was like, how the fuck should I know? Why would I know anything about a cop's business with another cop? I wasn't working with her. And Garcia said, well, you know what? I'm about to become the bad cop. Because apparently he'd been playing good cop with her this whole time. I was like, have you really, sir? Have you really? This is your good cop? You need to work on that. Okay, because I'm like, Juke, I can't tell the difference between your bad cop and your good cop. So word has officially spread on the street that Lou Thomas was killed, and it got Unique worried because it's going to fall back on his shoulders. Okay, Marvin looking for that ass, right? So he go over there to meet with Russo, one of the Italians, and Russo tell him, look, I'm done with this mess, okay? I'm done with everything that got to do with Southside Jamaica, Queens. I think this is it. Yeah, I'm done with it, okay? I don't fuck my life up, okay? My life is in danger, okay? Matter of fact, I'm done with you too. We through, okay? Marvin is searching high and low for Unique. But since he can't find him, he go over there to the tailor shop and he bust that motherfucker up instead. That tailor shop has went through some things, honey. Okay, Rock, she about to fuck her shit up too. Remember, she was working with the Middle Eastern dude, Rafiq, right? And she go to him to ask him for a little bit more time before she can get into bed with him. You know, got some things popping off right now that she need to figure out first. The problem with that, Rock, is that Rafiq wasn't gonna fuck with you at first at all. You made a lot of damn promises to that man about all the money y'all gonna make together. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, there was some loud fucking promises. And now you want to be silent for a little bit. Go quiet. And Rafiq is like, oh, hell no. We ain't doing that. Okay. So the cops, they finally go over to Amber's house. You know, Marvin's little goddaughter, the little white goddaughter he got. And they investigating the adopted family that Marvin gunned down for her because they was abusing her and stuff like that. And when he left out, he told her to tell the cops it was a white man with tattoos, right? Now, the cops say, well, the neighbors told us that there was a black man that ran out. Now, this is what I'm tripped off of. This was like pure white trash neighborhood, okay? Ain't nobody in that fucking neighborhood talking to no damn cop. Ain't no fucking way. They just like black people when it comes to cops. So the hillbilly white trashes types of no, they ain't even talk to no fucking cops because they criminals too, right? But for now, Amber is sticking to the story. Okay, she's sticking it through. Some dude with tattoos, but I think she kind of slipped up when she said they was all over his body. Because then the other cop, so his shirt was open. She's like, yeah, okay, all right. So the caseworker that was sitting there with her, her guardian should have been there as well. But the caseworker says, this is what we're going to do. We're going to lie to her ass. Tell her that she ain't going to be able to stay with the family that she likes so much and manipulate her into saying what the fuck we want. Because we got to take this black man down, whoever the fuck he is, right? Ain't no way no white man did this shit. Well, we go back over to Breeze. And he is doing exactly what Pops and Snap told him not to do. He doing exactly what he want. He got the whole Fight Club over here behind the pawn shop, right? Kanan stopped through because the streets, they light. Everybody light in the pockets right now. And all his resources done dried up. So now he got to figure out how to make some money. So he going over there to meet with Breeze. Now Unique, he feeling light in the pockets too. So he meet up with Snaps and Pop, and they tell him, we'll roll with you, we'll fuck with you, but you got to go through our nephew first. So he gonna have to go meet up with him as well. Kanan is there. I'm surprised Unique didn't beat him there. But Kanan was there and everything, and there's no Unique to be seen because the Unique is up here talking to Pernessa. Okay. What I don't get about the Power franchise is how y'all keep letting niggas from other places, other cities, come over and take over y'all neighborhoods, take over y'all spot. Breeze is basically running shit now. He got about 30 young bloods out there willing to kill each other for him for the almighty dollar. Okay? But like Unique and Rock, they did the same thing. They went over to New Jersey, started taking over shit over there. Tommy left New York, went to Chicago, took over all the gangs and shit there, right? And the dudes who was supposed to be on top, like Diamond in Chicago and Kanan here, up her dick riding the people that's taking over their neighborhoods. Ain't no fucking way. Y'all can come in here and get in on what I got going on, but ain't no way I'm doing all hail to the king to your bitch ass. Ain't no fucking way. What kind of fucking gangsters are they? Okay. Well, according to Breeze, he and Kanan working together, they joining forces. That's going to be the best way forward. And he liked Kanan. He said Kanan the go-getter. He's a money earner. And Kanan liked the fact that Breeze ain't got no morals. He just made this dude kill another dude for what? A wad of cash. Okay, so Rock, he tell Kanan Rock is out the game. We ain't got to worry about no fucking competitions. He said the Italians are down with him. What Italians are down with you? Cause Stefano, he was left for dead. And Russo said he out the game. What other Italians are we talking about? Or was that just a slipping and editing or copyright or what have you? But Stefano, he ain't dead. He was left for dead, but he ain't dead. The knife only kissed his liver. So he's still alive. And knowing him, the get back must be had. Shout out to Brandon off of Everyday Negro's channel for that. And he said if it starts a war, so be it. And again, I'm thinking, what kind of gangsters are these? How Russo, a lifelong gangster, stab a man up and don't make sure that the deed is done. Now you got to worry about this motherfucker coming back for you. Dumbasses. That's just stupid. Okay. Well, speaking of Pernessa, or speaking of being done, Pernessa done. She is done, child, right? She told Unique she was tired of running for her life. She tired of having to hide. Tired of her kid life being in jeopardy. And he should be tired too. And Unique is like, I did this all for you. This all for the family. I was like, is this every drug kingpin show justification in power? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for the family. Ghost said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Rock said it to Kanan. And now here we go with Unique telling Pernessa this bullshit. I'm just doing it for you. And Pernessa like, look here. I don't know why you thought that I was riding for you for all the shiny shit. I rode for you because I loved you. Okay? But who do I love more? Me, my son. And that's who I'm riding for now, Jerome. Preteen ass. Okay. So are you getting in the car or are you finna be left behind? Well, Unique put her shit in the car. he ain't going. He just signed his death certificate right there to me. Okay. So the family that he doing this for, they leaving. You already killed your brother for this shit. Your brother was trying to kill you for this shit. Left you for dead. And you can't walk away from the game. You don't know how to do nothing else with your life, with yourself. Okay. Where was I at now? Right. Okay, so basically what Pranessa was saying, you doing this for yourself, right? You doing it for you. And so he tell her, look here, girl, I'm gonna get myself together, then I'll come find you and shit like that. Come get some ass, tap that ass a little bit. That's basically all he really saying. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna call you when I get there. No, ma'am. That's not how you do it. When you walk the fuck away, you are not supposed to leave breadcrumbs so that motherfucker can find you. But for now, the breadcrumbs have led Unique right over to the lion's den with Breeze. They go back and forth, show which dick is bigger. They basically trying to hold check each other. Okay. And I already see that Breeze's boy Taz, he gonna be a problem for Kanan. Okay. He gonna be a problem. The same way that Unique and Breeze going back and forth, Taz and Kanan finna have that same relationship. Watch what I tell you. I don't think they gonna get along like that. Especially since he thinking Taz is fucking up the supply. Because his dope boys ran out of dope. And that's Taz's fault, according to Breeze. So, we finally, at the funeral, we finna lay Lou to rest. The church is packed. Shirley from the bar, she's there. Some folks from the label, they there. Fame's sister, she there, right? The Thomas family was in the front row, front and center, with Rock and Kanan giving each other the one side over, both of them bookending the pew. For me, I don't feel like either one of them is feeling shameful. Neither one of them are feeling guilt. Earlier, Kanan told us that he don't even have regrets. He just got things in his life that make him feel uncomfortable. But regret, nah. Marvin, he get up in the pulpit and he tell everybody, I know I'm in the Lord's house, but whoever killed my brother, they gonna regret it. Okay. And I know, Pastor, I know that said you prayed for Lou, but who you need to pray for was whoever that motherfucker is that killed him. Because they gonna meet me before they meet their God. Okay? The pastor say, Marvin. Okay? Now, the fact that we know Tariq is the one who killed Kanan later in life, I'm actually pretty saddened right now that Marvin didn't get the opportunity to avenge his brother. Okay. But yeah, Pastor told Marvin, hey, come on now, son. You in the house of the Lord. And Marvin is like, my bad. God knows my heart. My words, not his. He said, my bad. I know we in the church, you know what I'm saying? But nigga hurting right now. I am hurting, okay? And then here I was crying again. I didn't even realize my face was wet. But I was crying again, too. I realized that I'm not even crying for Lou. I welled up for Lou in the beginning. I did more than Patina Miller did. I had more than a glory tear. But ever since Marvin found out, every time that I have fucking boo-hooed has been because of Marvin. It's been because of Marvin, okay? But Rock was looking at him like she wanted Kanan to feel something, right? But he don't. He don't feel a damn thing. She approached him after service and told him, me and you, we through. I ain't your mama no more. You can't come to my house no more. We don't even need to talk to each other no more. It's finally fucking over between me and you. Through. Fiend. Finito. Over and out. Okay? He said, okay. I got more expression on my face than he got when he said it's okay. She's like, no. You don't understand. I mean it this time. We are done. And Kanan basically said, what the fuck, you want a cookie? I mean, those are my words, not his. But that's exactly what he was meaning. He said, I don't care. Okay? So now she mad. She big mad. And she's like, oh, you don't want an enemy like me, Kanan. He said, you've been my enemy my entire fucking life. What is you talking about, mom? Okay? Now, Jukebox, she noticed them from afar. She noticed the body language, the expression on Kanan's face, okay? How in the fuck did she end up riding with Kanan? I gotta know this, right? And I need to know, why is Kanan so unemotional over accidentally killing his uncle. It can't still be about the D Wiz thing. Because you had already forgiven him about that. Your mama is the one that killed Scrap, okay? Do you think that your mama paid Lou or told Lou to go off fame? Why are you not feeling anything for your favorite Uncle Lou? Somebody help me understand. Leave it in the comment section what you think it is. This was a pretty good episode. I'm glad we back this season. Gonna wrap out this season with some hearty content. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Again, if you know the answer to the question, the trivia question, who or what is the name of the animated character that Shameik Moore voices? He's become really popular for his voice acting for this particular character. I need the name of the character. And then you can win some emoji cash. We drop it right on down there in the comment section with your comment. And anybody could win. You could cheat off another motherfucker if you don't know the answer. Just copy and paste that shit. It's a lot of money around in the emoji vault. I'm balling over here. Balling out of control. But thank you for watching. Thank you for being here on the channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the thanks button if you want to donate to the channel. It's a little heart with a little dollar sign in the middle. Or hype up the video. It's a new little feature that they got on YouTube where you can hype up the video at least 3 times a week throughout YouTube. Use it on me. Appreciate you. Peace.